Haere mai, ki te Kura of rock. If you guys are just an absolute beginner or you just started picking up the guitar, then this lesson's for you. Today we're going to be learning the E minor chord and the D chord. The lesson format is going to be, I'm going to show you the two chords, then we'll do a little bit of troubleshooting, and then we'll get on to have a bit of a play along section. So if you want to skip everything, look on the timestamp down below in the description, or look for the red screen as you skip along. Okay, let's make a start. Let's start with the E minor chord. But before we do, let's make sure we know the names of the strings. Going from the top, over here, the fattest one, down to the thin, we have got E, A, D, G, B, and E. Okay, so let's make a start. E minor chord, what you want to do is take your second finger and put it on the A string on the second fret. Okay, and there, and then your third finger gets tucked in behind, and that goes on the D string, which is also the fourth string. Okay, and it should sound something like this. Okay, so you're only using two fingers. Okay, try and make sure you get using the second and the third fingers. Okay, and it gets its name from the E string. That's the top string here. Okay, and it's okay. The next one is going to be the D string. So your first finger goes on the G string. Okay, that's this one here. There it goes. Once again on the second fret. Take your second finger, place it on the second fret on the E string, and then it makes a bit of a triangle because your third finger is coming down here on the third fret on the B string. Okay, and there we go there. Ideally, it should sound like this. This is the E minor chord, but if yours starts to sound like this, okay, what can we do about that? So usually there's two things. The first is we are not pushing down hard enough with our fingers. We're leaving it too light. So if you look here closely, I'm playing them, but I need to push them down harder. Okay, there we go. I've got them down as hard as I can. Remember, I'm using my thumb and fingers together to push down. And by down, what I mean is against the fretboard. Don't pull down, like pulling down like this. You can see how the string's moving, because that's going to bend it out of tune. Okay, you want to push against the fretboard and have your thumb against there, so you're using it as a grip. Okay, so look at the difference. Here is where I'm not putting much pressure on, and now I've got proper pressure. Okay, so there we go. Now the next one, the other mistake is that your finger will lie down. So as you see, my fingers, let's see, are standing up quite straight. I'm using the balls of my fingers, the tips of my fingers. Okay, now if they start falling down like this, you're going to get a muted sound. Okay, have a listen to this. There they are. We've got this going on. Okay, so that's what we don't want. So once again, they stand up. And that's the same with the D. Okay, there you are. If you can look again, my fingers are standing up. I've got my thumb underneath and holding on to it tight. I'm pushing against the fretboard and they all ring true. Okay, very easy, especially for this finger here, to fall on over, and you get that sound. Okay, so you want it to stand up. So just remember, that does take a little bit of time to get used to. Okay, your fingers need to be practicing standing up, going to the right place, and then obviously taking your fingers off and putting them back on again. Okay, so there's my D, take them off, and back to the E minor chord. Off and D. Now, that's one thing you'll need to do, is just keep practicing doing that. Off, on, play a little bit. Now we're going to change. And then change. Right, I want you guys now to play along. What we'll do is we'll go from E minor, start on E minor, then go to D. So it'll start, we'll do 4 bars, and a bar is a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to really worry about our strumming to begin with. It's all just going to go downstrokes. If you want to do other things, and that's cool by me. Okay, but I'm just going to keep doing downstrokes, and our focus is on getting our fingers in the right place as quickly as we can. So to make it easier for starters, we'll start with 4 bars, then we'll change, and the next time round we'll make it 2 bars, so we're changing more often. Okay, here we go. So we're ready, got our E minor set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. 4, 2, 3. And change. 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3. And change. 2, 3, 4. 1, 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 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. So if you think you're pretty cool with that, then we're just going to do 1 bar, and then we're going to change from there. Okay, so here we go. E minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change. 2, 3. And change. 2, 3. And D. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. D. 2, 3, 4. E minor. 2, 3, 4. D. 2, 3, 4. E minor. 2, 3, 4. D. 2, 3. And finish there. So there we are. Lots of things to practice and get better at. Okay, so let's just play out. Here's a little tune that goes from E minor to D and back again. Okay, so E minor, D, and D. So if you like our lesson today and you want to have more, then make sure you subscribe, please. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you around. Ka kite.